You like that, huh?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
happy,
I
happy,
love it.
happy Mother's Day. Yeah, yeah. I gotta start fooling around with like the little settings on here. There's some cool stuff that we could do.
Nice.
Yes, full transparency. Like we said in the last episode, we're filming the same day of the last episode, and Mater is not going to be shown because she's painting and doing house renovations and a bunch of stuff. Can't be on camera.
Yep.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. It's okay. We the show must go on. The show must go on. It's funny. I was watching Joe Budden's podcast, and they are having like a little tiff with the co-host, and they resolved it, and they came back, and they're like, oh, since we were having our issues, we should have stopped the show. And Joe Budden's like, stop the show. This like that doesn't even nothing can happen to where this show is going to stop. We're going to find a way to keep doing it. I believe that wholeheartedly. Now that we started this thing, I don't want to stop at all for any reason.
Yep.
So
I,
any hiccup,
I,
we'll get through it.
I agree. I
Mm.
strongly agree. Yep.
Yep, yep. So, all right, guys. Hey, mom.
Hi, son.
Hey, family. Welcome to another episode of Bonding with Mater Seder, the first Black mother and son podcast. But today is Mater's Day, so happy Mater's Day to all the Maters out there. Yeah, you see how we jazzed it up. I changed a little background and did all that. So there you go, and there you are.
I love it and thank you. So
Mhm.
I am Brooklyn Potts, aka Mater.
And I'm James Eaton, aka Seder. So being that it's Mater's Day, or you'll see this on Mater's Day. We're gonna be doing things a little bit differently. No, current event topics. We're gonna be interviewing Mater, and I, motherhood is it's such a unique thing. It's not something that everyone gets to be. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
even women. Just because you're a woman doesn't automatically mean you'll become a mother. And unfortunately, sometimes there's women that can't have children, um, or did and lost them, or whatever the case may be. And me as a man, I'll never know you know what that's like, or to even be pregnant or anything like that. So, Mother's Day is all about respect to those that have gone through the ordeal of pregnancy and just being a mother, because it's not an easy job, and it's not just something that you get a little cute baby to put on your arm or something like that. It's a real responsibility, and it's a very difficult job. But I've been blessed to have such a great and wonderful mother, even to the point to inspire me and to affirm me in a way to be my own man and follow my dreams and live life to the fullest, and how I want to live it. So um I just wanted to say that. But this episode, I wanted to ask my mom a few questions. So, mother, um, what was, I guess, growing up, did you think, like, did you want to become a mother?
Um, well, first, let me thank you for that beautiful introduction to all mothers. I think that was very well said, very well spoken. And um, you just couldn't have said it any better than what you did. So that was really touching. So to answer your question, did I did I did I know growing up that I wanted to be a mother?
Mm,
And my answer to that question is yes. I always knew that I wanted to be a mother. So much so until I got in trouble for pretending, well, not even pretending, but just daydreaming out loud with some other um, neighbors who I grew up with. And my grandmother caught me saying that I was going to have three children, two boys and one girl. And during that time, you when you talk like that or you spoke like that, you were considered being fast.
Mm.
Um, the southern word is you were being womanish or armlish. So yes, I knew early in life that I wanted to be a mother.
Okay. That's good. That's good. Because some women they like they don't even think like that. They it, they want to go about their lives and their careers and don't even really think about having children, and it just happens to them. So because you had your kids pretty late. You started what you had me when I was 27.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
yeah.
I started late because I knew when I did have children. I spoke all of this over myself that I would be married, um, and then I would have children.
Hmm.
And it kind of like, it did happen in that order. I was married and then I had children.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. So when you when you were pregnant, what was the difficulties of pregnancy like that you found when you were first pregnant?
Just being afraid of the unknown.
Mm.
With medical, difficulties, I had developed preeclampsia, which
What's
is
that?
a term for high blood pressure.
Hmm.
And but otherwise that was it. It was manageable. It was under control. Um, and well, actually, for in my instance, it happened during delivery. So when it happened, it was just like a all of a sudden thing. I was in labor, you know, for a long period of time, and after that happened, um, my blood pressure went up when the doctor told me that I hadn't fully dilated.
Mm.
So I had, been in labor for a very long time, and then I guess, my body just couldn't take it no more. So yeah,
And
and
can that?
then
I'm sorry to cut you off, but can that be life threatening?
oh yeah, oh yeah, you can pretty much have a stroke, or all kinds of things can happen. Your different organs can start to shut down, and yeah, and for Black women, women of color sometimes have difficult pregnancies, more so than white women. So it's always a concern,
Mm.
about having some kind of uneventful, well, not uneventful, but unexpected thing to happen
Right.
during
Yeah.
your pregnancy. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. So one thing I didn't know as a guy was that like labor, like when you actually have the baby, that it's like long, like you're like there for like a day. I always thought that like having a baby was like going to the movies. Like, all right, you go to the hospital, you get in there for like maybe 2 3 hours. You have the baby, you take the baby home like right after. Like, I thought it was like a quick process, but me being an ignorant man, I had no idea.
Well, some women do have babies just like that. Some babies just pop out. It just depends on the baby. Really, the doctor can tell you what day is coming and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Women have pretty much felt, went to the hospital and in labor, baby pop right out. Some women have labor pains and they don't even know that they're in labor. And they get to the hospital. It's like, oh my God, you're getting ready to deliver right now. So it just depends on every pregnancy is different.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, like you said that you knew that you wanted to be a mom from an early age. What was passed down from your mom that you will pass down to you know your children being your daughters, or just advice to young women or young mothers, or
Um, you're gonna mess up.
Mm,
and know that your parents, at some point messed up, and know that your children, when they become parents, they will mess up.
mm,
So nobody is exempt from not being a perfect parent. You're not going to be a perfect mother. As much as you know, can ascribe to be or want to be or desire to be, you won't be.
mm.
And it is okay. It is actually okay.
When did you is that something your mother told you, or you just realized that on your own being a mother?
I realized, oh, your question was what was something that I wanted to pass down. I don't know why that popped into my brain, but yeah, sometimes a lot of the times we want to do better, or we want our children to do better than what we did. My mom, who raised me, always wanted better for me, better than what she had. Um, she didn't feel like, where she was something for me to reach for. She wanted me to reach higher than where she was.
Mm,
So that I would pass down, and I have passed down to my children, um, for my children to strive to be better than what I am.
okay. Yeah, that's great. That's great advice. I think it's refreshing too to I see and pay attention to stuff online, and just people that I know that are my age, that are mothers and things like that. Like I said, it's not easy, but I feel like now with social media, it's like it's become known, like it's broadcasted that motherhood is not an easy job, and it's like there's support out there. There's people that are single moms and going through struggles and things like that. And it's refreshing to know that, they're not alone. And this is me as a man just seeing that online. So I can imagine just being a single mother and, going online and just seeing that, this thing didn't just happen to me. It happened to a whole bunch of other people. It's not you. But in that it's unique, and my situation or that situation is unique to me, but it's just comforting to know that I'm, not alone. So that's good to see online. But another thing too is like you said, you was married when you had us, and then obviously you're married now, remarried now. What was it like um being a single mother? Because you were for a brief period of time.
Hard.
Mm,
It was hard. But it was doable. Even though I did become a single parent at one period, I think that I chose two two good fathers for my children. To say that I was totally alone and did it all by myself, no, I can't say that. But being alone, um, and you're the only one that's, you guys went to your father's house on the weekends, or um, but Monday through Friday, I was responsible for everything. That was making sure you guys, got to school, making sure you were fed, making sure you had clean clothes, making sure that you had, all the necessities. I tried to give you everything that you needed and most of what you wanted. So, being a single parent, you learn to improvise, you learn to stretch a meal, you learn to make a meal out of, somebody, people can go into the kitchen and say, oh, there's nothing here to eat. And I know you guys would do that. And, and then I would go in there and make a whole meal, you know?
yeah.
So, just knowing, what to do. And a lot of that stuff you do pick up from your parents, so you pick up things from your parents that, weren't necessarily, you know, well, you learn by looking and watching,
Mm,
and then, doing what you saw them do.
right. Exactly. Yeah. It's funny the little gems you hear from people, but Jaden Smith's I was about to say Jaden Smith's son, Will Smith's son, Jaden. He said that kids don't do what you say; they do what you do, and that is
Hmm.
extremely true.
Yeah.
Extremely, extremely true. So,
I got one better.
mm,
What we tolerate, our children embrace. And that can
mm,
be both good, or that can be both good and bad,
mm,
you know. So I find that very true of you guys. You guys just kind of take things to another level, and like I said, that's both good and bad. I've seen you taking you and your sisters, and your step brothers and sisters take things, that we have done to a whole nother level.
yeah,
So, and that's the part of that being you know better than the generation before you.
right, yeah. So, and with that being said, the last question I have for you is, um, being that you've done so much in your life, and there's so much things you have to do in motherhood. Is there anything that you would have done differently?
um Done differently, yes. I think I would have, uh, had I understood boundaries and what that means, you know, meaning that taking time to for yourself, being selfish, um, and not feeling guilty when I would take that time for myself. I think I would have taken more time for myself,
Mm,
as far as like I would have, I would have stayed the course when I did go to college, and got a degree, and not feel so bad that, well, who were going to watch my children, and there was daycare, but at the same time, daycare was very expensive.
mhm,
Um, I think I would have just focused, more on that. I could have taken those, 4 years and really just been, selfish,
mm,
or, before I spoke those children, into being, I would have, just went ahead and finished school.
okay.
So that's the only thing that I would change. But, I do feel that, my one of my biggest accomplishments is, raising children that are, who I respect. They're well respected by their mother.
Mm,
I feel like you guys, I am so proud of you guys, and your accomplishments and your achievements, and I feel like I've done a wonderful job, along with, the help of your fathers.
right.
Yeah.
Mm, all right. That's it's very very touching, and I think more conversations need to be had like this. So any sons that are watching, I would encourage you to just question your mom, or just talk to your mother. More than just her calling you about nothing every once in a while. Just just have a little chat with her. Our parents are they've been here before. They weren't born last night, so they've gone through some things that you have gone through and will go through. So, and also things that you won't go through, and motherhood being one. So it's just refreshing to hear my mother's side on how things was for her. So once again, mother, happy Mater's Day. uh
Thank
love,
you.
love you dearly, and since I love you dearly, I have a gift for you. But strangely enough, it's weird to say, don't beat me. You're gonna have to earn you're gonna have to earn this gift.
I
So
have to.
so
Okay.
here's the thing. There's this thing on Instagram called Do You Know Black? It's like a game show type thing that these two people do, and they have black people come on, and they film it, and it's like a little trivia thing, and it's like a contest or reward. But they had like little uh basically like a virtual card game that you can download with the trivia questions. And the the questions that I have is like it's Ultimate 90s Volume 1. So I'm going to be asking you various questions, 10 questions um, on 90s trivia, pertaining to Black people, of course. So these are things that
Okay.
you should know more than I know. I mean, of course, I have the answers, but I am very well versed in things that happened before me. But these are things you should know. And
Okay.
I'll ask you 10 questions, right?
Hmm.
And for every 10 questions, I will cash app you $10. You see my hands?
Oh, yeah, I see them.
You see it?
I
ten
see all 10
dollars.
fingers.
Yep. $10 for every question you get right. Okay. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Ooh, I was looking at this one earlier. All right. First question. Jada Pinkett Smith made her film acting debut in which 90s film? Was it A, Menace to Society, B, Set It Off, C, The Inkwell, or D, Jason's Lyric?
Oh my God. Um, I think Jason's lyric.
So D, Jason's Lyric?
Yeah.
Eh. Yeah, the correct answer was A, Menace to Society, which I actually didn't know, but I figured because it was
Oh,
one of the first things I did see her in that came out earlier.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and by the way, all the questions I'll give you, I have there's a lot of questions that are just like they just ask the question and you're just supposed to know the answer. All the questions I'm going to ask you are going to be multiple choice.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. Another acting debut. Which film did comedian Bernie Mac make his acting debut in? Was it A, Friday? Was it B, House Party? 3? Was it C, Mo Money? Or was it D, Booty Call? Just wow.
Um, I don't think it was Mo Money. I want to say House Party,
House Party 3?
but yeah,
Final answer?
I don't know. I think. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, give me a final definitive answer.
Yeah, that's the final answer.
Which one?
House Party, House Party 3, whatever.
Eh.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
they're right. It was Mo Money.
Oh my God.
All right, all right. No,
Okay.
no more acting debut questions. Okay, that's enough for that. Let's see.
Because I didn't watch a whole lot of TV growing up.
My mom, this you were an adult when all this stuff was happening.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, okay, whatever. Go
Okay.
ahead. Come on.
Hmm. That
And you know, and you know I don't really like all that. I don't really like comedy.
which is that's such a funny thing to say.
I mean,
I don't like
there's a
laughter.
certain
No, I don't. I don't like
you
enjoyment.
all you always say that about me. But I mean, because sometimes that stuff is just buffoonery. I don't like the Fridays and all that stuff. I don't smoking
Uh,
weed and all that. I don't find the humor and all that. I
all
don't
right.
get it.
I'm trying to find some. Okay. Which musical group members were also known as the Bad Boys of R&B? Was it A, Jodeci? Was it B, Boys to Men? Was it C, Belle Biv DeVoe? Or was it D, H Town?
Jodeci.
Ding, 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 ding.
Jodeci. Yes, they were the bad boys.
You're the Bad
Okay.
Boys of R&B. Okay, so you just won
Yes.
yourself $10. That's
How many questions was that?
that
Because
was
I'm
that was 3 questions.
okay.
I probably should be keeping track of that. All right. I get $1 million. All right. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of these questions are like unisex. You know what I mean? So there's like things that a male would know, and then questions a female would know. So I'm trying to like, okay, it's another debut question. Jesus Christ, I could have made these questions better. All right, which rapper was the first female solo rap act to go platinum? Was it A, Missy Elliott? Was it B, Debrat? Was it C, Little Kim? Or was it D, Queen Latifah?
Queen Latifah. Final answer.
I
No.
was gonna stop, and then you said final answer, so it's like might as well continue. Oh, you know what's funny? I asked you a similar question on our first episode, and you
Mhm.
picked the brat, which is the right answer now.
Oh God.
But
Okay.
so the brat, we was looking for the brat. Okay, so that's question number 4. Okay. I'm running out of like multiple choice questions, but maybe you'll get this one. Which R&B singer's name means highest, most exalted one in Swahili? I'll make up the answers. Is it A, Maya? Is it B, Mary J. Blige? Is it C, Aaliyah? Or is it D, Erykah Badu?
Erica Badu. I guess Badu. I don't know.
Final answer?
Aaliyah.
Huh?
Aaliyah. Aaliyah.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. You got it right. You got it right. Rest in peace, Aaliyah, man. I would listen to her songs wishing she was my girlfriend. Anyway,
I can't.
oh man. Okay. That's 5. Okay. Let's just say that's 5. 5 more questions. Okay. In the 1998 romantic comedy, oh man. it's not looking too good for you already. Anyway, how Stella got her groove back. What's the age difference between Stella and her younger boyfriend, Winston Shakespeare? That's really his name? Okay, anyway.
I think it was 10 years, 10 or 20.
I gotta give you the options.
Oh, go ahead.
Is it is it A 10 years? Is it B 13 years? Is it C 15 years? Or is it D 20 years?
10. Final answer.
Eh. It's 20 years.
Oh God.
20 years. Okay, so that was question number 6.
And I did like that. I like that movie too.
Yeah.
How Stella got a groove back.
Yeah.
I even read the book before it even came out.
Oh, it's a
Terry
book.
McMillan. Go.
Man.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a book before it was a movie. I got $20 so far. I
Uh
know that.
yes. Yeah. Okay. Halle Berry made her film acting debut in which 90s film? Is it A, Strictly Business? Is it B, Boomerang? Is it C, Losing Isaiah? Or is it D, Jungle Fever?
Oh, so it's either Jungle Fever. Oh, what was A again?
A is Strictly Business.
I think it was Strictly Business. A. It's either Strictly Business or Jungle Fever. I'm gonna go with A. Strictly Business. Final answer.
It was Jungle Fever. All right, so
Okay.
that should be 7. The answer is a theme. Think about that. Which hip
Okay.
hop group held the distinction of being the first and last guest to appear on the music program Yo MTV Raps? Is it A, Naughty by Nature? Is it B, Salt and Pepper? Is it C, A Tribe Called Quest? Or is it D, Public Enemy?
What's the question again?
Which group was they this group was the first and last guest on the show Yo MTV Raps. Remember that? Remember that show?
Yeah.
Yeah. They were the
hmm
first guest and the last guest.
Okay, give them to me again.
Okay, so it's A, Naughty by Nature, B, Salt and Pepper, C, A Tribe Called Quest, or D, Public Enemy.
Public Enemy. Final answer.
And mom, the theme of this is women. It's Salt and Pepper. Oh man.
Okay.
All right.
So well, I don't get it. What do you mean theme? Salt and Pepper,
I mean, just I would
MTV Rap.
you would think all of the options go with the woman because it's Mother's Day.
Uh, well, that ain't what you.
Uh,
No.
um,
Mm-mm.
which of the following celebrities did not make a guest appearance on The Fresh Prince of Bel Air? Is it A, Oprah Winfrey? Is it B, Don Cheadle? Is it C, Chris Rock? Or is it D, Jada Pinkett Smith?
Oprah. It's either Oprah or I know Don Cheadle. I think Don Cheadle was on there. We know Jada Pickett was on there. Who were the other two?
Oprah, Don Cheadle, Chris Rock, and Jada Pinkett.
Chris Rock.
is the one that was not on the show.
I don't think Oprah was Oprah. Chris Rock. It's between Oprah and Chris Rock. I'm gonna say Oprah. Final answer.
And
Oh wow, Chris
is
Rock.
is Jada Pinkett.
Jada Pinkett wasn't on Fresh Prince
It was not on the show. You know, and the funny thing
ever.
ever. And the funny thing is, literally every other black actress during that time like played Will's girlfriend on the show. She was never on the show.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. One last question. I think so far you got what, two right?
Three.
Three.
No, two.
Listen, I'm gonna edit it and play it back, and we'll find out for sure. Actually, no, it might be three. It might be three. Let's try to give you another multiple choice.
Is this the last one?
Yeah. Okay. Which of the following comedians was not a member of the In Living Color cast? Is it A, Tommy Davidson? Is it B, David Allen Greer? Is it C, Jamie Foxx? Or is it D, Sinbad?
Sinbad. Final answer.
Ding, 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 ding. You got it right. Sinbad. That was actually an easy one. Sinbad. So, all right, that should be 10 questions, and you just won yourself $30 to $40. We'll see when I edit this and play everything back. So yeah. That's all I got.
That's it. That's all, huh?
That's it. That's all. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Mother's Day episode. Thanks for bearing with us. Actually, I love looking at myself with this little background. I love it. It looks nice. I got the pink on. It's matching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A beautiful Mother's Day tribute. I appreciate it.
I
appreciate it. And I'm sure all the other maters in the world appreciates it too.
Yes. And let me take the time out to give a happy Mother's Day to all my sisters, Takia, Khadijah, Haley. Well, not Lacey, thank God. But all my sisters except Lacey, my Aunt Lisa, my Aunt Mickey, my me mom, Kelsey, all my male cousins, baby moms. Happy Mother's Day, Aunt Londi. Happy Mother's Day, Aunt Tasha. Happy Mother's Day. My friend Katie from work. Hi, Katie. Happy Mother's Day.
Hi, Katie. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. That's all the mothers I can think of that I know personally. And but happy Mother's Day to everyone watching, just all the mothers in the world. Like I said, it's a tough job, and it doesn't go unnoticed. And in the words of the late great Tupac, you are appreciated.
Yes. And I want to say happy Mother's Day to my late mother, Daisy Lee Eaton. She is no longer with me, but nevertheless, still love her. And also my aunt that raised me, Lawrence Williams. Happy Mother's Day, Heavenly Mother's Day. And I had a great grandmother too. She was, well, not my great grandmother, but great as in she was a great, woman, who attribute to me being, the mother that I am today. So I just want to remember them. And
Right.
Anybody else who does not have their mother, with them, I know that your mothers are still in your heart. That's just something that you just never ever will forget. They are, even though they are gone, we still love them, and happy Mother's Day to them.
Yeah. That reminds me too. My from work, Marvin. I know his mom passed, so happy Mother's. With you saying that, happy Mother's Day to his mom as well. So.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, guys, that's it. That's all. Well, hopefully, Mother's gonna be done renovating, so she can share some of this cuteness that I'm displaying on screen.
Yes, you are doing it well. Thank you for representing. I appreciate
it. No problem. All right, Bob. I love you, and I'll talk to you later. All right.
Love you too, baby.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.